Every year, high school dropouts cost California over $46 billion in public assistance and criminal justice programs. But Learn for Life is changing that, one community at a time. In partnership with community leaders, local organizations, and government officials, Learn for Life's commitment to underserved students and the communities in which they live is having a dramatic impact. In the San Diego area, more than 2/3 of students have experienced a traumatic event or chronic trauma by the age of 16. This puts them at an even greater risk for dropping out. To help students stay in school, Learn for Life began enhancing its education model with trauma-informed practices. Focusing on socio-emotional needs first, Learn for Life teaches resiliency, coping skills, and anger management, and works with community organizations to give students practical tools to overcome adversity. Once the trauma-induced symptoms are addressed, students are better equipped to learn.
So when we started these trauma-informed programs, it really did start with a class called SOULS, where we talked to students about things like, cognitive behavioral therapy, social emotional regulation.
They were digging in deeper than just the math equations. They were getting into what's actually going on in your mind, what's going on in your heart. The second I started SOULS, everything just started getting better.
We started to see a lot of our kids becoming successful. And then we started to say, well, what else do they need? You start to find what the gaps are, then you find services to fill those gaps in, and then you really start to have a fully effective resiliency model that can handle the reasons why students came to us first.
I grew up in a fairly abusive home. It's something you can't really get away from, It helped me, allowing me to see my problems in the light instead of being afraid of them in the dark.
Of the nearly 25,000 teens who give birth every year in California, 70% will never graduate high school. In Panorama City, Learn for Life developed the HOPE program, with mentoring, wraparound services, and a supportive environment where teen moms can bring their children with them to school.
Well, the HOPE program started as we realized there was a big population of teen parents. What if one teacher takes on all the students that are parenting? And that's where it all started to have a separate classroom for them.
The thing is that if you go to a public school, you're in there for 8 hours, and where are you going to leave your kids?
The challenge with parenting students is getting them into school because they have so many new additional responsibilities to take care of.
You don't want to be that person that gets embarrassed for the reason that, your kid's crying. But in the whole classroom, it's like there's kids running around, so it's, you don't feel out of place.
And so what we've seen now that we've been able to give them this room is they're coming to school a lot more.
So part of the HOPE program is bringing in classes from in the community to educate the girls. We bring in a CPR first aid class for the girls. We bring in a parenting class through our mental health center. So we're trying to give them educational classes that will support their parenting as well.
You kind of see this full circle effect where the community's putting in and helping us as a partner. Then as these students exit our program, they're hopefully going back into their communities and planting seeds themselves.
Being in the home program is actually like our second home. They help me with clothes, and they help me with diapers, because we didn't have money in that moment, so it's like they help me, so it's a relief.
When I meet someone in our situation, maybe even worse, I'll just tell them it's going to be okay. And if you're in this HOPE program, you're gonna get to where you want to be. My parents didn't graduate. My sister hasn't graduated, so I'm pretty sure I'll be the first one in my family to graduate. My daughter will be the second.
Studies show that career-building activities can give students an incentive to stay in school, especially when they learn about available jobs in their own community. We work with the local employers to develop job training programs to meet their specific needs. In the industrial community of Riverside, Learn for Life partnered with Vocademy to provide at-risk students with personalized career technical education courses and hands-on training. So as they are earning their diploma, they stay engaged and gain skills that can provide a rewarding career and a future beyond graduation.
When I went to high school, I had something called shop class. It made me the human being that I am. I learned that I was good with my hands. All those classes are gone from our schools. We will change their lives forever because this is where they discover they have a purpose in life.
When I got here, I looked into the programs they had, and what caught my attention was the welding. I just wanted to try it out, but I started to like it, so I started coming more to the classes. They give you projects, you start welding.
There is I guess we are calling it a silver tsunami about to take place of retiring workers, and there's like no one to take our places. And so it's very important that we work with entities that can supply us with people who are interested in learning. And our goal is not just to get a job, but to get a career.
It makes me feel good that I'm gonna be able to support my family, and I'll be good for whatever the future has for me.
In Fresno County, we're helping students graduate while opening their eyes to the high-paying agricultural and food processing jobs that exist right in their backyard. We start with an individualized one-on-one approach and partner with local mentors who inspire students to explore the endless career opportunities available to them.
We pay a lot of attention to how we can change the environment of our kids. ZenCal mentors give extra support to kids every day.
It's another avenue of support for kids when something's going on in their life that they don't know how to handle.
And really, I think one of the biggest successes is that they start to find confidence in themselves and, again, that hope for the future.
That's why now I believe I have such an open mind, and I'm always participating in events and volunteering at the school, because I feel like it only opens up more doors for me. I learned that, I could be a leader and I could step up and take charge of my life and lead it in directions where I want to go.
All around California, Learn for Life is making an impact on communities it serves by partnering with local, like-minded organizations that help at-risk students tap into their own potential. Together, we can help our youth stay in school, graduate, build our workforce, participate in civic engagement, and enrich our communities one student at a time.